Hi, my name is Gene Schwalter, and this is my TQA Phase 1 video for my fall term of 2024. First, we're going to start with good to catch. Here I walked up, made sure I stayed on the balance point. My horse didn't move, so I didn't have to readjust, and she stood good for me to catch her, so I'll score her at a positive 2. Here I'm going to do stand to saddle. It's really important to make sure the horse is set and good with the blanket, so here I made sure to sack her out a little bit with the blanket and make sure everything was good. Then I come in with the saddle. Here I'm going to check and make sure she's standing square so she doesn't move and get surprised by the weight of the saddle. She does a good job of standing, and she makes sure to sit still. I'm cinching her up. She doesn't get overbent in her neck, making it hard to get the saddle on square. She doesn't act cinchy at all through here. Here comes the back cinch. I made sure to apply some, not pressure, but I made sure it was touching her, not in that in between. Breast color tight, stands good for the tug. Price score +2 on saddling. Then we'll go to bridling. Can see she's a little resentful because she knows what's coming, but once I go to bridle her, she's good. Takes a bit with a little bit of convincing, but not much. I was really good about her ears getting put through. I'm probably scored a positive 1.5 for bridling. And then here's just my tying on the reins and halter rope video. Went ahead and half hitched my reins over the horn. Then I'll half hitch my loop underneath her neck. There we go. Next, I'll go to horizontal direction in stage 1 on the ground. She keeps a pretty good C around me. Doesn't care too much about the flag. She's pretty low on the energy side of things, though. That stage 1 was awful. She has a little more energy on her right side, which could be from a lack of confidence. Here I'm just going to wait for her to ease up, and then she froze up a tiny bit, but she walked out good. So there, I'll ask for my stage 1, which is significantly better than the other side. Then I'll go to my stage 1s away from me. There I get my relief from pressure. Add a little bit more so she comes through. And there she does it. And then I want them to come back to me after they get that stage 1. Here I'm going to go to my other side. Get them to look away. Look away. There we go. And then the pressure is relieved right there because she followed through with the maneuver. Price score +1 for all of that together. Then we'll do a horizontal direction in stage 1 on their side. Try and get centered. Then ask for my stage 1. She does a good job of holding that pivot foot. She doesn't come around too much with her neck, but she does come around to me. The right side is my difficult side to get on, so it took me a little while. There you can see I struggled to find center. Once I did, she brings her head around a little bit, finds her pivot foot good. Probably give her a positive 1.5 for that as well. Then we'll do stand to get on. All of her feet are set before I try to get on, and she stood like a rock. I'll give her a positive 2.5 for that. Then we go to our doubling at the walk, trot, and lope. Here at the walk, should it be 3 steps after I ask that she completes the maneuver. That was pretty good. Switch sides. at the walk again. That was well timed. Probably gave her a +2 for at the walk. At the trot, she's a little slow to start into the stage 1. But once I actually asked, she did good. Do at the trot from the other side. I asked there. I took her a little more than 3 steps, so I'll probably give her a +1 on trotting. Then here we have smoothness of a lope out, as well as loping, or doubling at the lope. There's my lead. And she's going to do a good job of breaking down and getting double. As far as my lope outs go, I'll probably give her a +2 because they're really smooth and she finds her lead. And then we're going to double again. A little slow to get that, but as soon as she starts, she shakes it up. I'll probably give her a +1 overall for doubling. Then we'll do stage 2 at the stand with willing submission. And let her get her bearings, and then when I ask, she'll tuck her chin nice and pull herself backwards with her hindquarters. She doesn't pull as much as I'd like her to. I'll probably give her a +1. And then we'll do stand to get off, which I felt was important, so I tacked it on with getting on. And here she stood solid, so I'll give her a +2.5 on the get off as well. Now we'll go through her score sheet, the temperament side, because what we just did, those 8 points that we went over, were the task completion and foundation side. So as far as temperament goes, I'll give her self-preservation, which is her fight or flight, which was kind of relates to how energetic she is without being in the energy category. I'll give her a -1 because she was not very self-preserved at all, except for with the flag. And even with the flag, she wasn't very fight or flight. She wasn't very fight or flighty. Moving into the confidence category, I'll give her a +2 because she was very confident in herself, didn't need a lot of direction from me. In the energy category, I'm going to put her at a -2 because everything she did was very slow and dragging, unless I woke her up. And then moving into the fourth category, sensitivity, I'm going to put her at a +1 because although she didn't have a lot of energy, she was still willing to respond and respond quickly to my cues. Then we'll move on to our willingness, which is how willing she is to respond to a request. I'm going to put her at a +1 because, again, she's very willing to respond, even though she didn't have a lot of energy. And then number 6, our reaction to social separation. She wasn't really separate from the other horses, but when I took her the other direction, she didn't care. So I'm going to put her at a negative on the paper, but I guess it would be a positive technically. I'm going to put her on the calm side of the scale at a 2.